Boxing Social here with the one and only Ricky The Hitman Hatton. How you doing these days, Rick?
Yeah, good. Very, very busy. You know, working hard as a trainer and hard as a promoter to try and bring the next champions through. So yeah, keeping myself busy and yeah, we're good here.
Obviously, you're here for Lucas Browne. What's it like? Obviously, I take it you train him also and give him advice and that. But
no, I don't train. I just promote him. I am a trainer as well, but I mean, as a promoter, I like to think it's in being a trainer and also having the experience that I've got. That I can give him and his trainer, the advice, from what So I like to think I'm a good man to have in your corner, whether it be from a promoter or a boxing perspective. But it's been pleasing to see what he's been doing in the training camp. Yeah.
Do you believe that he can actually get the big fights if he beats Dillian Whyte and become a talking point in the current heavyweight division?
Absolutely. He's, what people forget is, we've been inactive for a couple of years, and but he's an unbeaten former heavyweight champion of the world with a massive knockout, percentage, So, absolutely, if he beats Dillian Whyte and does it by stoppage and does a similar job to what Anthony Joshua has done, he's unbeaten. He's got one of the biggest knockout percentages in boxing. He's a former heavyweight champion of the world. Then doors can start to open for him. Then he's back looking at world title fights, if you like. But he has been inactive for 2 years. But he is. There's no miles on the clock. He's a fresh heavyweight. He's not been in any wars. He's looked after himself and lived the life in the 2 years that he's been out. So he's fresh. And I think if he can win Dillian Whyte, he should probably go down as one of the most feared heavyweights out there when you look at his knockout percentage and the fact that he is already a former world champ.
So obviously we have Dillian Whyte, Lucas Browne. The next week, Anthony Joshua versus Joseph Parker. British boxing is booming at the moment. Now, how would you say, compared to when you were in your prime as a professional fighter, is it bigger and better now? Or is it kind of the same? Or how do you feel about this whole rise of British boxing?
I think we've had great fighters over the years. In my era, there was Joe Kawasaki, there was me, there was Nassim Ahmed, and you had Nigel Benn and Chris Eubanks and all that. So there's been Cal Frock. So there's been some wonderful eras over boxing. But I mean, for British boxing, not an individual, but I mean for British boxing as a whole, I think this is probably the best era. The Olympic Games, we've been having massive success at the Olympic Games, which was only a few years ago. We didn't have no success at the Olympic Games. I think Amir Khan, a couple of Olympics ago, was our only medalist. Where this year, we've done really, really well. And I think because the amateur game is thriving, I think that's why professional game is thriving. We've great fights, over here. The gates. Anthony Joshua puts on 100,000 seats at Wembley for Klitschko. Nobody can do that, and it's a great time for British boxing. You've got Anthony Joshua flying the flag at the very top, and you've got all these other fighters just just behind him, keeping the bandwagon going, if you like. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Will you be present in Cardiff next week?
I won't be present in Cardiff next week, unfortunately, but I'll have a close eye on it. Certainly, if Lucas wins, I'll have a close eye on it anyway, because we're very, very proud, to have a heavyweight champion of the world from the UK. So I will have an eye on it, absolutely, and more so if Lucas Browne wins, because if Anthony Joshua wins, who better is there to fight than an unbeaten former heavyweight champion of the world with as good a knockout percentage as Anthony? You know what I mean? So it's. So yeah, I will have my eye on it, definitely.
Finally, 2 predictions for this fight: Dillian Whyte versus Lucas Browne, and Anthony Joshua, Joseph Parker.
I think Lucas Browne by knockout. I think at some point he's going to hit him, and he only needs that one. But and then for Anthony Joshua Parker, I think Parker's very, very quick and quite quick for a heavyweight. So I think he could cause Anthony a few problems early, but I think by midway to the championship rounds, 8 rounds onwards, I think, Anthony will probably get Joseph there then.
Ricky Hitman Hatton, thank you very much.
Pleasure, cheers, mate.